So, taking the ice for warm-up is Group 1. The order of skate is as follows. From the Czech Republic, Kamila Hajkova and David Vinsor. From Switzerland, Leonie Kral and Oskar Peter. Representing Poland, Joanna Budner and Jan Moshiski. From Bulgaria, Ina Demireva and Yuri Kurakin. And from Australia, Danielle O'Brien and Gregory Merriman.
Ladies and gentlemen, skating on behalf of the Czech Republic, Kamila Hajkova and David Vinsor.
Our first competitors this morning represent the Czech Republic. They're the three-time national Czech champions, Kamila Hajkova and David Vinsor. In 22nd place, after the compulsory dance, they're skating to a Czech polka and Czech folk dance music.
Ješťovník hozí balíčko, šlachty se k nám vrátí.
Compulsory dance, or rather the original dance, also must go generally in one direction, either counter or counterclockwise. They're starting this OD with the circular step sequence. This is their midline step sequence. We look at just how long the skaters are going without taking an extra push. And in this midline step sequence, there'll be a sequence of 2 twizzles. There's one. And these twizzles must be sequential. Both skaters having a problem on their twizzles. Kamila falling down on hers. You'll see that the skaters are quite far apart, and although the choreography accurately reflects this polka music, first of 2 lifts, their straight line lift, like the added touch with the head movements. And their dance spin. And rotational lift. Kamila Hajkova and David Vinsor of the Czech Republic.
На него кукола. И он закачался, ты кукнул на него.
We're seeing in replay, you can see that there is a definite separation between the 2 skaters. With some of our more senior teams, you'll see that very much tightened up. There's the twizzle. That's the first. And Camila just loses her balance. This was a really cute straight line lift. And their second lift is rotational.
Ahoj mami, ahoj tati. Zdravím všechny
Čau,
do
Hani,
Brna.
ahoj.
The presentation score, 16.59 points. Hykova and Windsor have earned in the original dance 41.91 points. Their current total score is
Ahoj, do Brna.
65.97.
Ahoj, zdravíme všechny.
You'll see that the original dance score is added to the compulsory dance score to come up with a
Representing Switzerland,
total. There's Gennady Karponosov and wife Natalia Linichuk, former World Ice Dance champions, now coaches, and their team Leonie Krell and Oscar Peter from Switzerland. They're this year's Swiss dance champions, 20th at the European Championships, and in 25th coming into the OD. They're skating to a flamenco. Nice stability on that dance spin. Great sense of timing in this midline step sequence. There's the first of the two twizzles. Leonie stumbling a little bit. I like the edge quality that we're seeing. Straight line lift. Circular step sequence, not particularly difficult.
Que aún me quedan alegrías para darte. Espera, no entendería mi mañana si te fuera. Me moriría sin tus brazos si te fuera.
Great choice of music for this team, as it's obviously something that they really enjoy and can relate to. And from the rotational lift to their final pose. Leonie Kreil and Oscar Peter from Switzerland. I felt that Leonie and Oscar did a very good job of portraying this flamenco type character. First of the two twizzles. Loss of speed a little bit on that second one. Straight line lift. And skating skill aside, cleverly the coaches went with something that these skaters could relate to, that they enjoyed, and that they felt that they could portray. And that was certainly part of the job. A new personal best for them in the original dance. Our next skaters represent Poland and are 24th after the compulsory dance. Joanna Budner and Jan Moszyski. They're skating to Polish folk dance music. They're the 2008 national champions. This is their first trip to the World Championships. They were 19th at this year's European Championships. Really nice edge quality to this midline step sequence. There's the second of the two twizzles. Very steady, straight line lift. And their dance spin. Immediately into that rotation lift, quite clever. So by way of example, if we're looking at this team, Joanna and Jan, that was an unfortunate fall in the circular step sequence, both skaters going down. A 1-point deduction off the total for each. Joanna Budner and Jan Moszyski of Poland. The difference between an OD that meets the requirements and a good OD is, do you feel drawn into that particular rhythm and character? So I did not feel as much that I was looking at a Polish folk dance as I did in watching that Spanish flamenco that the Swiss team performed. And I think that's the key. Although both met the required technical requirements, the other one drew me in more.
Mnie kamera zasłoniła.
I like the stability in this straight line lift. Some really nice little details and touches. It looked as if Jan went down, pulled his partner down with him.
A później taka jakby piętko. Oj, pozdrawiam wszystkich.
Pozdrowienia.
No, szkoda. Niestety.
Jeszcze 2 deduction macie.
No.
I takie trudne momenty żeście przejechali.
No i twizle i wszystko było inne.
Joanna Fettner and Jan Milszewski have earned in the original dance 38.67 points. Their current total score, 62.28, which brings them in third place.
Wystarczyło tylko się przejechać, nie przewrócić. Czeszka się przewróciła.
Skating next on behalf of Bulgaria, Bobrova and Yuri Karakin. They will be performing the Serbian folk dance.
Our next skaters represent Bulgaria. Ina Demireva and Yuri Kurakin in 30th after the compulsory dance, skating to Serbian folk dance music. '24th at this year's World Junior Championships. Good series of turns at the start of this midline step sequence. Ina not able to complete the second of their 2 sequential twizzles. And their dance spin. Great straight line lift, requiring strength on the part of both skaters. In choosing music as coaches and skaters, you have to really assess the skater's ability. And if skaters are not particularly adept at fast music or quick movements on their feet. You have to really keep that in mind. Circular step sequence, a bit of a struggle for these two into this rotational lift. Ina Demireva and Yuri Kurakin of Bulgaria. By the way, we'd love to hear from you. If you have any comments, queries, or questions, you can send them to sportsweekend@cbc.ca, and we'll try to get to them. In replay here, we're looking at the first of the two sequential twizzles. A little bit out of sync here. Ina just not getting a proper push off, just not balanced. As you can see, the lean that she has. Straight line lift, very secure and stable. And this their rotational lift. Ina Demireva is the younger sister of Bulgarian world dance champion. Albena Denkova.
The technical score reads 21.76 points. The presentation score reads 13.87 points. Initi Moreva and Jury Kirakin have earned in the original dance 35.63 points. Their current total score is 53.38 points, putting them in fourth place. Skating on behalf of Austria,
Skating partners' work is never done. This next team represents Australia, Danielle O'Brien and Gregory Merriman. They're in 28th place after the compulsory dance. And I have to say, at the Four Continents Championships, where they placed 10th, I really liked this original dance. I liked the concept and the execution. They're not the strongest dancers in the event, but again, this made very good use of what this team knows how to do and maximized that. Music is called Forest Funk. And Turtle on Yulara Yulara. Curve lift. Their midline step sequence. First of two twizzles. timing very good on both skaters, staying nice and close together. Their dance spin. Their step sequence in the serpentine. Straight line lift, nice speed. Danielle O'Brien and Gregory Merriman of Australia. And I think they really captured what the ISU was going for. Danielle and Gregory very much in keeping in character. I like the costumes as well as the makeup. That was their curve lift. Sequential twizzle, skaters very close together, well synchronized. Their straight line lift. This becomes a new personal best for Danielle and Gregory, 39.88 points in the OD. At the conclusion of the first group of competitors, we still have 5 more groups to come. And the standings are as follows. In the lead from Switzerland, Leonie Kreil and Oskar Peter. In second from the Czech Republic, Kamila Hajkova and David Winsor. In third from Poland, Joanna Budner and Jan Mosiski. In fourth from Australia, Danielle O'Brien and Gregory Merriman. And in fifth from Bulgaria, Ina Demireva and Yuri Kurakin. On the ice warming up is Group 2 of the ice dance competitors. The order of skate in this group is as follows. From Uzbekistan, Sun Hye-yu and Ramil Sarkolov. From Austria, Barbara Silna and Dmitry Matsiuk. From Hungary, Kristina Barta and Adam Tot. From Belarus, Ksenia Shmirina and Igor Maestrov. And from China, Xiaoyang Wu and Chen Wang.
Here are Sun Yu and Ramil Sarkolov.
Our first skaters in Group 2 represent Uzbekistan, Sun Hye-yu and Ramil Sarkolov. Their coach is Genrik Sretensky. And they're skating to Russian folk music. This is their first World Championships and only their third international event as a team. Now, what the lady is doing when she holds her blade to her head like that is trying to up the level that will be assigned to the spin, the level of difficulty. Sequential twizzle's a little bit slow. Sun Hye having problems on the first one and Ramil on the second one. That curve lift, Ramil standing on one foot, ups again the difficulty. Sun Hye originally from Korea. There's their straight line lift. Ramil competed for Uzbekistan. Wasn't ready to finish competing and found this new partner. Circular step sequence. Sun Hye and Ramil struggling a little bit with the pace of the music. Sun Hye-yu and Ramil Sarkolov representing Uzbekistan. Sun Hye and Ramil are in 26th after the compulsory dance. Some definite problems in their program. There's that curve lift on one foot. Choctaw, which is a type of turn. And coming to the finishing pose. Their coach, Genrik Sretensky, he's the 1986 World Silver Medalist and a 3-time European bronze medalist with Natalia Nenko. This was a nice dance.
And the scores please for Sun Yu and Emil Sokolov. The technical score please. 21.47 points. The presentation score please. 13.61 points. Sun Yu and Emil Sokolov have earned in the original game.
This score of 35.08 represents a new season's best for Sun Hye-yu and Ramil Sarkolov.
Their current total score, 56.93, which puts them in fifth place.
Új hajrak is megtenni, és akkor így maradnak.
Nincs elém.
Joel Zazui looking on. This is Barbara Silna and Dmitry Matyuk of Austria. They're in 21st place after the compulsory dance. They're skating to Kukuks Jodler Polka, which is an Austrian folk dance. They're the 3-time and reigning national champions, 16th at the European Championships, 25th at last year's Worlds, Barbaro is originally from the Czech Republic and Dmitry originally from Ukraine, and both moved to Austria to represent and train there. Nice feel for the timing throughout this straight line step sequence. Sequential twizzles out of the way. Straight line lift, Dmitry on one foot, making it more difficult. What's nice to watch about this original dance is, again, it has a very believable quality. Little arm movements and interplay between the skaters makes you believe you are watching an Austrian folk dance. This is part of their circular step sequence and into their dance spin. Rotational lift with lots of speed. Charming OD by Barbaro Silna and Dmitry Matyuk of Austria. In replay, we're getting a look at the beginning of their midline step sequence. Good unison throughout. This OD, this was their straight line lift. And their rotational lift. Their coach is Jana Hubler. Although Muriel Zazoui is also on hand.
The technical score is 28.50. The presentation score is 18.40. Carla Silva and Dimitri Matchuk have earned in the original dance
46.90 is a new personal best for Silna and Matchuk. At this point in the competition, they have a very strong lead. Kristina Barta and Adam Tot are 27th after the compulsory dance. They're skating to Inca, which is South American folk music. Their coach Sandor Nadje and Gabriela Remport. They were 21st at the European Championships. This is their first time to Senior Worlds. Circular step sequence is what opens this program. Some lovely edges. Again, with some of the less adept teams, what you're going to see is a little bit more of a push me, pull you kind of feeling. Separations between them. Nice sense of timing throughout this midline step sequence. Some of the steps side by side, some of them in mirror reflection. First of the two twizzles. Little loss of speed there in the dance combination spin. rotational lift, lots of speed, curve lift, very inventive. Christina and Adam skated this program with great confidence. I'm not sure how well it hit the mark from a skills perspective or in terms of following the technical guidelines. The marks will tell the story.
Azt hittem, mint hogy elsietitek egy kicsit a
Lassú volt.
zenébe. Mondtam, hogy ők
This original dance by Barta and Todd was meant to reflect a South American folk dance. Now, ideally, if the music were off, you should be able to tell by the way their bodies move what it is that they're trying to portray. These sequential twizzles, definitely well done. Good sense of timing. This was a great lift, this curve lift. Look at the balance that's required on the part of Christina as she rests on Adam's thigh. And their final pose.
Puszi!
Ági, te is próbálj.
Szia, anya, szia, Adi, szia, apu! Puszi!
Christina and Adam are from Budapest. Choreographer, Nora Hoffman.
40-40.
This will give them a new personal best for the original dance.
De mert a svájci bejött az... Hát ez bár.
Maradjunk meg egy kicsit. Keveset akkor.
This team from Belarus are performing an Egyptian dance. Please welcome Ksenia Skurina and Igor Maistrov.
From Belarus, our next skaters are 29th after the compulsory dance. They were 22nd at the European Championships and are skating to Egyptian music. Ksenia Smirina and Igor Maistrov. And Ksenia and Igor are newlyweds, having gotten married in November of 2007. Their dance spin is what opens their original dance. Great edge quality in this midline step sequence. A little bit of a stumble there for Egor. Nice fluid quality. First, and there's the second of the two sequential twizzles. Not a lot of speed. Very unusual straight line lift. Rotational lift. Circular step sequence is the last thing in their original dance. Nice knees, good variations of dance holds. I'm not sure just how Egyptian it is, however. Ksenia Shmirina and Egor Maestrov of Belarus. Great presentation. Very consistent throughout this original dance. Lovely position on that dance spin. Again with the blade to the head, trying to increase the level assigned to that particular element. Skaters a long way on one foot. Egor stumbling a little bit at this point in the midline step sequence. This lift very interesting. Well done. Irina Lobacheva seated on the right of the television screen, along with partner Ilya Averbuk, 2002 World Ice Dance Champions.
And now the scores for Ksenia Shmirina and Egor Maestrov. The technical score, please. 25.48. The presentation score, please. 15.02.
This will exceed their old personal best by over 4 points with a new score of 40.50.
Which is a new system best. The current total score, 59.37 points, and 77th place.
Our next skaters represent China, Xiao Yangyu and Chen Wang. They're in 23rd place after the compulsory dance. They were 22nd in their only appearance so far at the World Championships, which was 2 years ago. They were 8th at this year's Four Continents Championships. And they're skating to Jewish folk dance music. Hava Nagila, to be more specific. Nice long deep edges. A long way on one foot without a second push off. First of the two sequential twizzles made more difficult by holding the free foot, and this variation of arms behind the back for the second twizzle. Not the best angle of actually what is a very nice curve lift. Their dance spin. The problem I have with this original dance is that neither the costumes nor the choreography seem to really match the music. In the circular step sequence, rotational lift was their last element coming in to the close of this original dance. Xiao Yangyu and Chen Wang from China. They're coached by Hongyan Shi with some help from Genrik Sachensky. Again, in looking at this OD in replay, we can see that they have some lovely edge quality to their skating. The problem is that the steps didn't seem to have any kind of connection to this music. There's the first of the two sequential twizzles. There's a much better view of that curve lift. So the music really could have been anything, is my point. Timing, better shot again of that curve lift. So definitely not so much a fault of the skaters or of their skating ability, but rather of the vehicle that was chosen for them. At the conclusion of two groups of competitors, the standings are as follows. In the lead from Austria, Barbara Silna and Dmitry Matyuk. In second from China, Xiaoyang Yu and Chen Wang. In third from Switzerland, Leonie Krehl and Oscar Peter. And the rest of the field follows. In Group 3, we will see Caitlin Weaver and Andrew Poget from Canada, the first of our three ice dance teams competing. And here's a shot of our medalists on the podium. Alyona Savchenko with partner Robin Shulkovy, silver medalist to the left, Dan Zhang and Hao Zhang, and Canada's Jessica Dubé and Bryce Davison on the right with their world bronze medal. They're the first Canadian pairs team to medal since Jamie Salé and David Pelletier. Taking the ice for the warm-up is Group 3 in our Group 3 in our ice dance competitors. The order of skate in Group 3 is as follows. From Russia, Ekaterina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer. From Russia, Ekaterina Bobrova and Dmitry Solovyev. From Lithuania, Catherine Copley and Davidas Staniunas. From Canada, Caitlin Weaver and Andrew Poget. And from Ukraine, Anna Zadorozhnyuk and Sergei Verbilo. Our next skaters from Russia, Ekaterina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer, in 15th after the compulsory dance. They're the 2008 national silver medalists. They're skating to Ukrainian folk dance music. And they were 13th at the European Championships. Midline step sequence. Great sense of timing. And there's the second of the two consecutive twizzles. Nicely done. Variations of position in the straight line lift. Nice variations of position here in this combination dance spin. Circular step sequence. Good energy and flow. Rotational lift. Ekaterina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer representing Russia. The original dance had some very nice Ukrainian folk dance touches to it, as well as Terrific costuming. Very much reflective, although quite a bit more sparkly than traditional Ukrainian folk costumes. But use of the upper body, helping to define the characterization. I found that this OD had nice unison. Change of head position in that rotational lift. Very effective.
Всем привет, большой.
The scores, please, for Katerina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer. The technical score, please, 28.42 points. The presentation score, please, 21.10 points. Katerina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer have earned the original dance 49.52 points. Their current total score is 78.66 points, and they are in first place.
Rubleva and Schaefer become our new leaders at this point in the competition.
Representing Russia, Katerina Bobrova and Dmitry Zolovic.
In Canada, we saw this team at Home Skate Canada International. Very promising young team. They were 16th after the compulsory dance. Ekaterina Bobrova and Dmitry Solovyev of Russia. They're skating to Kalinka, which is a Russian folk song. They're last year's junior world champions, ranked third in the senior ranks this year in Russia. She's 17, he's 18. They're a last-minute replacement for the injured Oksana Domnina and Maxim Shabilin, and they've been skating together since 2000. Very nice combination spin. Great unison skaters staying very close together. Without taking a step in between the two sequential twizzles. Nicely done. Nice use of the musical highlights there in that straight line lift. Serpentine step sequence. What I like is they have great knees and a very easy way of covering across the ice. Terrific expression of this Russian folk dance music. Not overwhelming to the skaters at all. And their rotational lift. Again, a beautifully thought out original dance. Music, costuming, choreography, all working in harmony. In particular with the skaters. Ability, personality, all of it. Terrific OD by Ekaterina Bobrova and Dmitry Solovyev of Russia. Look at the stability on that dance spin. We were talking about the physical match before. This team is beautifully matched, and they're both very talented skaters. Straight line lift. Again, pulling her blade to her head for Ekaterina, enhancing the level or difficulty that will be assigned potentially to that lift.
Мамочка, папочка, привет. Привет, привет.
Хоть меня не люблю. Маму, папу, совершенно. Всем привет.
Bobrova and Solovyev are coached by Elena Kustarova and Svetlana Alexeyeva, and their choreographer is Natalia Ulyanova.
The scores, please, for Ekaterina Bobrova and Dmitry Solovyev. The technical score, please. 30.64 points. The presentation score, please. 22.2.
And this will exceed their former personal best with a new personal best of 52.88 points. And that moves Bobrova and Solovyev into the lead ahead of teammates Ekaterina Rubleva and Ivan Schaefer. Currently in third, the Austrians Barbara Silna and Dmitry Machuk.